Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. I'm gonna have to focus here because it's hard to type and speak at the same time. At least it is for me. This is going to be our finale episode, I believe. Last time we finished off Grunty's Furnace Fun. It's a fun, goofy little board game thing. Bunch of trivia and questions and mini games from throughout the actual game itself. And we still have a big Kazooie, so that's all that really matters here. Oh yeah, I figured I'd change things up a little bit. We're headed towards the final boss. You know, as much as Big Kazooie is kind of a necessity at this point, I figured we could go with a big Banjo also. He looks... oh, camera angle. He looks just unbelievably goofy. They both do. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so, in the last video, there was a bit of a technical issue on my side, and the end of the video got cut off. So we missed the cutscene, and unfortunately, I have absolutely no way of going back and viewing that cutscene without playing through the entire game all over again. And as much as I love all y'all, that is just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. There wasn't a whole lot to it. You didn't really miss much. Basically, it's everybody partying and relaxing and celebrating because they rescued Tootie. And they're like, hooray, you know, we rescued Tootie, that's awesome, woo, it's so cool, it's great to have Tootie back. And then Tootie walks in and goes, you guys didn't defeat the witch, so what's up with that? And then everyone kind of panics and goes, oh crap, the witch, you're right, dang it, we forgot about her, we gotta actually go finish her off. So that happens. And then Banjo and Kazooie run back off towards Spiral Mountain, and then you get control again. So there's really not a lot to it. It's fun. It's just a fun little thing. Let's see. I forget exactly where we need to be going. It has been a couple days since I played this. We have 31 puzzle pieces. Do we have all of them? Let's just do a quick tally here. Grunty's Lair, yes. Mummo's Mountain, yes. Treasure Trove Cove, yes. Clanker's Cavern, yes. Bubblegloop Swamp, yes. Breeze Easy Peak, yes. Gobi's Valley, yes. Ad Monster Mansion, yes. Rusty Bucket Bay, yes. Click Clock Wood, yes. Stop and Swap. We're missing 3 eggs and an ice key. We'll talk about those afterwards. Yeah, we'll talk about those after I've beaten the game. Now, this just takes us back to... this is not where I want to go. Oh, camera angles. Boy, you'd think that I would actually know this level considering... or know this layout of this hub world, considering how well I know the rest of this game. So think that I would be able to actually speak. I think one of these pots can help us out. You're gonna take us backwards, I know that. Which one? Okay, you're here. So the one that we want, I do know which one we want now. We're gonna be making a quick little detour, a quick little loop through Gruntilda's lair. Enjoy the scenery and the music. And our goofy, enormous Banjo just kind of hanging off of Big Kazooie there. No, we need down here. Oops. There we go. This is the pot that we want. I really hope this is actually the pot that we want. Yeah. So, we gotta go back to where Grunty's Furnace Fun was. Oh, dang it. And Grunty's Furnace Fun was right here. And we actually have to run all the way across the board again. Although this time we're not in the game, right? We played the game and then Grunty distracted us by throwing the credits up. So now we're not limited to just the board game, I believe. Yeah, we can absolutely like fall off and die here if I'm not careful. And I only have 3 lives, but we can also pick up extra lives. I'm really hoping that I don't need them, but this final boss fight is really long and tedious, and I'm not super good at it. So here we go. We can actually look. Oh, here's the pedestal where 2D was the prize that we chose, as opposed to like a Gruntilda doll and some other weird thing. And then we get to go this direction. Aha! Oh yeah, I forgot about you. It's a pot. So, a final note door. I believe that's the final one. I forget whether there's anything up here. There's not. Is there anything on this side? Okay, I knew one of them had something on it. Alright, so 810 note doors, or 810 music notes. That's a lot. That's all the music notes from most of the level. Or pretty gosh darn close to all the music notes from most of the levels. Now, up here... Can we not attack this? But there's also a final jigsaw pedestal, final picture that has nothing in it. So we have a lot of jigsaw pieces, lucky for us. Looks like it's going to be a picture of Gruntilda. So we do that, and we're down to only 6 puzzle pieces left. So you have to get every single jigsaw piece in the game except for 6 to fight Gruntilda. There's also a pathway over here. There is actually something that we can do. Oh, this is funny. Remember that cutscene in the game over? Oh, hello. The game over cutscene where Gruntilda and 2D actually switch bodies or switch cuteness levels. That's fun. I love that that's actually in the game. It's not just some weird, obscure standalone thing. Okay, so we still have 6 leftover puzzle pieces. And if we hop into the pot here, I think we'll talk to him. Yeah. Ding pot. I save, Banjo. I save, ask him where Gruntilda is. Alright, so we jump into Dingpot, we'll go fight Gruntilda. But there are these note doors floating around here that we can open. These are actually super duper useful. So kind of a nice little bonus for people who actually have finished the bulk of the game. So that giant egg there gave us all of our eggs. It loaded us up to the maximum. There's a tiny little puzzle here that we could put 4 puzzle pieces in. Honeycomb. That actually effectively doubles our HP, so now each of those red honeycombs can get hit once to be knocked down to a regular honeycomb state. So we've got twice as much health. A giant red feather. Same as the egg. Full load of feathers. So then there's one last door over here. And now we have all of our gold feathers as well. So it is time to get launched up and deal with Gruntilda. can't believe that furry pair got right up here. It's so unfair. But now the stupid bear must fight. This battle tests your skill and might. That it does. This is kind of a tough battle. So we have to dodge out of the way as she dive bombs us. There's many, many, many phases to this, by the way. And then while that's going on, whoops. There we go. We gotta peck her and try not to get hit. There we go. Dodge the fireballs, and then here we go again. Guess how many times we have to peck her? I'll give you a hint. It's more than 2. And it's going to be less than 4. And then we'll get into the next phase. Ooh! Is it actually 4? Are you mixing it up on me, Nintendo, for the first time ever? Nintendo / also rare. Or did I fail that first peck? Did it not count? There we go. I'll grab that honeycomb piece. So she's got a nice little homing blast there. Oh, that hurt. So now we gotta deal with dodging the fireballs and then hopping up there to shoot her. Nope. Dang it! Jumped right into that. Okay, it's gonna be 3 hits at each of the 4 corners. Or 4 sides, I guess. I wish more fine-tuned control over the camera. Yeah, I got her there. I'm being a bit reckless here, I know. I also really know that I shouldn't be. 3. So is that a little pause after 3, maybe? Oh, dang it. 4 that time. There we go. Just gonna block that homing shot this time. Banjo, the old hag's taken to the air. This fly pad should be some help. Yes, it should be. This part is one of the more difficult parts for me. We just have to dive bomb into her with Kazooie and not fall off the map like that. She does pause every now and then for whatever reason. Nope. Swing and a miss. Nope. Okay, well, we will run around and grab some extra red feathers. I believe all these eggs and feathers and things here respawn, so you don't have to worry about using them all up. The game will give you more, just as time goes on. Because most of those things, if not all of them, are kind of necessary for winning this fight. Yeah, it's 2. Dodge your fireballs now. Nope, missed. Dang it, that was close. I'm so bad at aiming when I'm flying. It's just the worst thing ever. Oh no. Dang it! Didn't turn enough. It was my chance. It was my chance. Alright, here we go. Drop our altitude a little bit. Nope. She started moving again. It's just tough with the timing and needing to get your altitude up. Also keep it kind of on par with her level. And not do that. I believe this is the only flying stage, though, so I'm not too worried about needing to preserve our feathers. Oh, holy cow. There we go, that's 3. We have to do one more? I think this is a fight of 4s, which is really throwing me off my game here. Oh, I almost had that. Dang it. Oh, almost fell right off the edge. That would have been really bad. Oh, this is so painful. Mine! There we go. Dumb witch. Okay. And I heard the honeycomb piece drop, so that means we're done. So... now she has a shield? Do I have to hit her one more time? Oh no. So now we have help from some jinjos. We have to power them up first with eggs for some weird reason, though. Boom. Oh, are you kidding me? This is rough. She leads with her shots. I don't know how to dodge those. My goal for this part is just beat it as quickly as possible. I don't know how to do this. Oh, we're gonna die. And she leads. You have to, if you zigzag like this, oh no. Except for that homing blast. This is super tense, everybody. The almighty Jinjonator. How is that? Okay, so she can shoot through the statue. And I have to be super precise with the eggs. That's okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. Like I said, I'm really bad at this boss fight. And I think that we're gonna have to do this all over again from the very beginning. I really hope that's not the case, but I really think that it is. Alright, here we go. Try number 2. Yep, phase 1. Two. 3. Oh, you're gonna make me count higher than 3. It's so disorienting and so different from the rest of the game. I do actually think that's really neat, though, that they're mixing it up after all that. Okay, I'm going to leave that honeycomb piece for a while if we can. I'm going to grab this gold feather before I forget, just to try to keep us at 20. Missed. Need one more. Yeah, I got her. Three. That was a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only heard it hit twice, but apparently that was all 3. 1, 2, 3. So I think she always leads with 3. Oh, dang it. Grab that, just we're back up full health. Grab another gold feather again. And now this part again. Feel free to skip ahead a few minutes. Oh, dang it. Oh, that was so close. There's 3. Now let's see if I can do the 4th one. Yeah, look at that. Alright, now it's going to be Jinjo time. I think the idea here is just remember that she leads her spells, so that they'll hit you. So if you kind of zigzag like that. Okay, that's all the jinjos. Alright, I'm feeling good about this. I have a lot of health. Alright, Jinjonator again. Here we go. Dang it. So I think general strategy is going to be do this until she fires the homing blast. And then pick it up. Okay. On this last one. Yes! Look at that. And with that, I've beaten the game. She missed with her final shot. Sucks for you, Grunty. And apparently the castle is crumbling for no real reason. Yay, more credits! Oh, are there no credits? I think it's just going through all the characters. That's neat. Topper. Ball, and then the cauliflower thing. Wobble. Those were only in Spiral Mountain. Gruntling. Ticker the Termite. Ha! Big butt. Alright, I'm just gonna skip all the rest of these. We've seen all these enemies before, so there's no need to go through this again. Alright, now, real quick, I'm gonna load this up again. That was funny, but launch Banjo out of it. Just as a final fun little note to end on, we're going to jump all the way back down here. And there's... I don't need that. There's the rock that Grunty's under. It's just here now. She's just gonna try to get out, but she can't. So with that, I declare that I have conquered Banjo-Kazooie. I guess the only other thing to wrap up is the stop and swap things. Which, if I go to my view totals and we burn all the way to the very end here, I could talk about those briefly. So stop and swap was a fun, clever idea that they had with the N64. It was going to be some sort of, like, holding information in memory. So, like, you'd have the game cartridge in, and then you could, without turning the console off, just pull the game out and plug in Banjo-Tooie, like, really fast, and it would keep the items that you'd found in memory, and you'd be able to use them in Banjo-Tooie. Or maybe they were thinking, like, some sort of Game Genie, like, you could plug Banjo-Kazooie into the top of Banjo-Tooie, or something like that, and then plug Banjo, both of them, that monstrosity, into the N64. They had some ideas. They wanted to do kind of what Mass Effect has done in more recent times, and have things that you do in the first game carry over and actually impact what happens in the second game. But this was the N64 era. They didn't really have that sort of technology in video game consoles. So on the N64 version, when you beat the game, Mumbo slides down from the coconut tree that he's in, and he pulls out a bunch of postcards, and he shows off a whole bunch of these different locations. He shows Banjo-Kazooie running and grabbing the egg, and going into the sarcophagus room, where we fought Gobi, or where we encountered Gobi in Gobi's Valley, going into Shark Food Isle, which is raised up out of the sea, a whole bunch of those things. And Banjo-Kazooie, they're commenting the whole time, like, oh, that's the ice key, I always wondered how we'd get that, that's so cool, things like that. So it's a really neat idea. Now that it's on the 360, the third game in the series, if you have it, it unlocks, like, if you have both, you have Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which is the third game, then these stop and swap eggs and key are unlocked, and you can get them here, and it will, Nuts and Bolts will read your save data, and if you have them, they will be available in Nuts and Bolts, and you can get cool, like, upgrades and things for your vehicles. It's a vehicle game. It's very, very different from the rest of these, but, yeah, so it's a neat little feature. It was a really cool idea. It was very, very ahead of its time. I'm not going to bother going back and grabbing all of those because it's unnecessary. I don't think I'm going to be playing Nuts and Bolts. I don't think I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of that, or at least not anytime soon. If I do, it's, a long, long, long way out. So we'll deal with it if and when that happens. Yeah, with that, I'm going to wrap up this video, and, thank you for joining me, everyone. We're going to be moving on to Banjo-Tooie at some point in the future. The sequel's a whole lot of fun. It really polishes a lot of it really expands on this concept, and it makes it a lot better, and it makes it, like, they really owned it. Rare really nailed it with the second game, in my opinion. Like, I think it's a lot of fun. So we'll be checking that out at some point. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you in my next Let's Play.